Coming up on Positively Ernie. When it comes to helping kids, CC Sabathia hits it out of the park. We'll tell you how a company is drumming up awareness for good nutrition. It's one of the best kept secrets in Westchester, an organization that does almost everything for cancer patients.
Except send them a bill.
Dr. Oz talks about something very close to his heart, family. This woman is helping others to build million-dollar businesses.
It is a one-stop shop, mini MBA opportunity to grow your company.
And we'll hear from a futurist who will tell us tomorrow's news today.
First person to live to be 1,000 years old has already been born.
So get ready to feel a bit better about life. Positively Ernie is brought to you this week by Goya. If it's Goya, it has to be good.
Hi everybody, I'm Ernie Anastos and welcome to the program. This time of year we're thinking more of snowballs than baseballs, but I want to tell you about a Santa Claus that wears pinstripes. Every holiday season, Yankee pitcher CC Sabathia pitches in to help others. As part of what they call their Christmas caravan, CC and his wife Amber sponsor a party for kids from a Bronx Boys and Girls Club. But that's just for starters for this Major League starter. Baseball was still in full swing when CC visited these kids at PS 106. He was there to deliver backpacks stuffed with school supplies and a powerful message.
Come prepared to learn each day. Come to school prepared to learn each day. And always give your best effort.
It was a particularly special day. CC and Amber were handing out their 10,000th backpack.
Tissues, a pencil case is like really awesome.
The youth backpack program, the Christmas Caravan. These are just some of the great programs run by the Sabathia's Foundation, Pitch In. The mission is to inspire urban kids here in the tri-state area, as well as in their hometown of Vallejo, California.
We're both from the inner city, born and raised, and we both feel that there's so many struggles that you deal with being an inner city youth, being around drugs, alcohol, bad influences, crime. But they need to know that no matter what surrounding you're in, your own personal drive and dedication will get you far.
And to be able to come out here and connect with kids in the Bronx and really be a part of the community and not just be a baseball player, but actually be somebody that's impacting the community means a lot for me.
How cute. And together, CC and Amber are showing kids that no matter where you start, with education and a little help, you can achieve a brighter future. Okay, let me ask all of you, okay? What's the best advice you've ever gotten about life?
My mom always says, do what you love and forget the rest because everything happens for a reason.
Mom knows best. How about you?
That life is not a dress rehearsal, so you should live it to the fullest the first time.
I like it. Showtime.
Yes.
What's the best advice you've ever gotten?
Don't sweat the small stuff, and it's all small stuff.
I like that one too. How about you? Best advice you've gotten about life?
My parents taught me to treat others the way you want to be treated.
Oh, the golden rule.
Yeah, which I do unless it's an ex-boyfriend. Then all bets are off. Otherwise, I'm good.
Okay.
Every strike brings me closer to the next home run. Babe Ruth. Positively Ernie will be right back.
What are we having? Oh. Is it ready?
Pork loin with Goya adobo. And yes. Go. Sit.
You'll notice the Goya difference even before you taste it. With the perfect blend of salt, pepper, and Latin spices, Goya adobo is a great new way to enhance your meat, poultry, and fish recipes. If it's Goya, it has to be good.
Welcome back. Goya is the largest Hispanic-owned food company in the U.S., and it's also one of the most community-minded. Let me show you. At this school in Yonkers, 6th graders are learning a special kind of literacy.
Every food label has something up top that's called the nutrition facts. That's the title.
The class is taking part in My Plate. It's the national initiative to get kids to eat healthier.
Why are also beans so important for our bodies?
Beans have a lot of complex carbohydrates which help the brain and muscles.
The program teaches the 5 essential food groups, as well as proper portion sizes.
I eat the right food, except the thing is that I don't eat the right portion.
Right now what we're going to do is we're going to analyze 2 food labels.
This one has 80 calories.
So this is better.
This one, the pink beans, is better.
The students also get a real taste of healthy nutrition.
So we're going to start out with our vegetable and our protein. So we have our beans and our broccoli, okay?
My Plate has the strong backing of the First Lady and from Goya.
Michelle Obama saw the ability for Goya to reach into our communities and spread the word.
So we're very excited to be doing this. We've been at it for a long time, you know, developing healthy foods, being part of the community.
Everybody's gonna get one of these. You can go home, you can spread it to your parents, your guardians, your relatives.
I'm surprised. I didn't think that they would cook it this good.
Goya is proud that it doesn't just taste good, but that it does good. The Unanue brothers are carrying forward a heritage passed on from generation to generation.
We're a company that's socially responsible and feel the need to roll up our sleeves and help when help is needed.
So the Goya family jumped into action after Hurricane Sandy, giving away thousands of pounds of food.
Being part of handing it out to them, both us executives and employees, really, I think, gave it another level of appreciation for us to see what kind of difference we were making.
Goya drums up support for all kinds of worthy groups. This is called Batala.
And our music is from the state of Bahia in Brazil. The music is called samba reggae. And so
I like that, samba reggae.
Samba
Sounds
reggae.
good. Play a little something for me.
And then Kim starts playing offbeat.
Oh, I was just getting started. For the Hispanic Day Parade, Fifth Avenue was alive with color, costumes, and crowds. No question, Tala was certainly a crowd pleaser. I had the privilege of riding part of the way on the Goya float. But I have to ask you, not that I mind, but why all girls?
That's an excellent question. So the reason why all women is because traditionally in countries like America and many countries around the world, drums are traditionally reserved for men. So we wanted it to be a place for women to feel expressive and to not be timid, intimidated, or anything like that, just to be themselves, to really find themselves by playing as loud and bombastic as they want to play.
Go for it. Wow, riding on that float was a lot of fun. And there's another way that Goya gives back. It provides 2 types of college scholarships. One is for the children of Goya employees. Tabitha Yee knows all about that because she is a recent recipient. Congratulations, how's it feel?
Thank you, it feels great. It's a way for me to further my education. I'm going to FIT and I hope to become a fashion buyer.
You're going to make it, I can tell.
Thank you.
Now, the scholarship is for $5,000, renewable up to 3 years. How does that work? What do you have to do?
All recipients have to maintain a 3.0 GPA as well as doing 10 hours of community service a month.
Well, your family, all of us are proud of you, Tabitha.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. And by the way, the other scholarship is for incoming freshmen majoring in culinary arts and food sciences. This is open to all students, not just Goya families. And applications are now open. So for more information, you can go to goya.com.
Here are the most common New Year's resolutions. Lose weight. Keep in closer touch with family and friends. Get out of debt. Positively Ernie will be right back.
What is that?
chicken and Goya yellow rice.
Is it ready?
Yep, as soon as you set the table.
You'll notice the Goya difference even before you taste it. Bring the delicious flavors of onion, garlic, and Latin spices to your meal in just 2 easy steps with Goya yellow rice. If it's Goya, it has to be good.
Welcome back. You know, on this program, we're looking on the bright side of life, and sometimes that's difficult, especially if you or a loved one is struggling with an illness like cancer. That's why I want to tell you about a wonderful organization in Lower Westchester County, the Cancer Support Team.
Okay, so I'll check your pulse next.
Florence has an important ally in her fight against cancer, a nurse from Cancer Support Team.
Very good.
For over 30 years, they've been helping patients and families in Westchester.
When I go to visit a patient, my goal is not only to support them medically, but emotionally too.
It's for your morale, and that you know there's somebody out there other than your immediate family who can help you.
In addition to professional nursing, the organization offers a wide range of services, such as support groups.
I hear what other people have gone through and what they're dealing with, and I say, oh, I'm dealing with the same thing. I'm not the only one.
There's also individual counseling for patients coping with the disease, as well as for those who have lost loved ones.
This is the first holiday season since Larry's death, and I'm wondering what your thoughts and what your concerns are about that.
Good afternoon, this is Lourdes.
Bilingual staffers offer assistance on a host of issues.
Oh, ¿necesita alguien que le hable en español? ¿Cómo está? Este es Lourdes.
Our staff members are expert in helping people with nursing concerns, with emotional issues related to cancer, and with resource issues when they have a cancer diagnosis.
The Cancer Support Team truly goes the extra mile.
Michael, Peter Ricca. Yeah, I'm here.
Just traveling to treatment can be an expensive hardship, costing hundreds of dollars a month.
Many of them don't have the money to get from point A to point B.
That's one of the ways volunteers like Peter help out.
They're a big support to me, not only in the transportation, but in just supporting me getting through this journey.
Incredibly, all Cancer Support Team services are provided free of charge to anyone in Lower Westchester with a primary diagnosis of cancer.
We do most everything for cancer patients except send them a bill.
Cancer Support Team has been like a miracle in my life.
Great seeing you. Wonderful to see you, and you're doing so good.
Yeah, thanks. I'll see you next week. Yes, you will.
And we're back with Dr. Oz talking about positive lifestyle. I'd like to talk about family today. I know it's very important to you, to me, and a lot of people who are watching us. And I think that communications is at the real center of a good family relationship. Let's talk about that for a minute.
Well, the most valuable advice I got about talking to my kids was to tell them a bedtime story. Wait till they're tired, their guard comes down, and then you get to the real meat of the conversation. So you could incorporate the lesson in the parable that you're sharing with them. I would tell them bedtime stories that I would make up, and in the stories, they would be represented in a way. They'd find themselves in the stories. But also, as they get older, I'll just lie with them and talk about stuff they want to talk about. They'll get more comfortable. They're a little less aggressively defending themselves, especially when they're teenagers, which are they're like bats when they're teenagers, right? Their circadian rhythms are off. They don't wake up. They don't go to sleep. They don't want you around. It becomes a challenge. So taking advantage of that tip works. The other little advice I give everybody is family drives. You know, when I was a kid, we always would have a Sunday drive. It was normal. It's interesting about driving because when you're driving, you're distracted enough that you actually will talk. Sitting in a closed environment with your parents having a conversation, it's getting uncomfortable sometimes.
Yeah, but you know what you're talking about, though, because we've all been part of that. You get in the car, and hopefully there are no real distractions, but you can just turn everything off and sit there and talk, and you're in a little isolated environment, and you can really say a lot of things.
And you can avoid eye contact if you need to.
Right.
You can find things to talk about besides deep, uncomfortable things. And at the end of the day, and I tell my kids this all the time, when you're family, you fight about things that you care about passionately, but at the end of the day, you're still family.
They need that comfort.
Yeah.
I know. You know, the other thing, too, is that we all know that there are some outside influences out there. Every time you turn around, there's something. So how do we end up protecting our family without overprotecting them and allowing them to feel comfortable?
Well, again, I'm going to share some advice with you again. These aren't my ideas. I'm not smart enough to come up with them. But I was told by a good friend that every time we give our kids something we didn't have, we take away from them something we did have. Every negative experience we have taught us something, gave us lessons. Every time we struggled in life, we got better at something. So I want my kids to struggle, and I've told them that. I don't want to be there protecting them, being a helicopter parent. I want to be there when they fall to help them get back up again, but they need to learn how to make those mistakes and recover from them just like we all did. And I think that's the most important lesson that a parent can leave their child with, the confidence that they need to get through life.
I like that. Thank you so much. Dr. Ross, thanks for joining us.
Thank you
See
very
you next
much.
time.
Always
Okay,
a pleasure.
take care of your family.
If you have a positive story you'd like Ernie to know about, go to ErnieAnastos.com and click on the comment tab. And you can follow Ernie on Twitter.
You know, with all the recent talk about glass ceilings and unequal pay, more and more women are finding that the best way to get ahead in the business world is by having their own business. In fact, women have been outpacing men in small business startups. But starting a business is one thing. Getting it to grow and become sustainable is another. Fortunately, there's an organization that can help.
Go. My name is Deborah Harris. I'm the founder of Hush Hip Hop Tours here in New York City, the only hip hop sightseeing tour in the world.
Deborah is practicing what's called an elevator pitch, being able to explain your company clearly and concisely.
You've got to help somebody understand what you do so that they can decide whether they want to work for you, whether they want to invest in you, whether they want to buy from you.
Nell's a woman with a mission to help other women grow their businesses. And that's why her organization launched a competition called Make Mine $1 Million Business.
It's like American Idol meets The Apprentice. It is an extraordinary opportunity for you to get up in front of a live audience and a panel of judges and speak about your business for 2 minutes.
The winners get access to a wide range of resources, from coaching for public speaking to help with marketing and financing.
It is a, one-stop shop, mini MBA opportunity to grow your company.
And it works. Julie Goldman's business is making custom hand-painted runners for weddings and special events. As a Make Mine $1 Million winner, she's got a lot to celebrate. Her original runner company has gone international.
As I continue to grow, I can employ more people and we can all help the economy.
Make Mine $1 Million enabled Sarah Enline to keep her eyes on the prize. Her organic Sweet Riot chocolate is now flying off the shelves.
It helped Sweet Riot cross the $1 million mark. I also believe Make Mine $1 Million creates an amazing community for women, all of whom want to scale and grow their businesses and support each other.
For more information, check out MakeMine1Million.org. What a great way to help women help themselves to a better financial future. And the future is what we're going to talk about next. I call this Tomorrow's News Today. Patrick Tucker is with Futurist Magazine. Patrick, welcome.
Hey, thank you for having me.
What do we have to look forward to?
Well, one of the forecasts that I'm most excited about that's going to be in my forthcoming book, within 5 years, your smartphone will have an app on it to tell you the time, the place, and the person where you're going to get your next cold so you can avoid that person and that place.
How is that going to work?
So when millions of people go onto Facebook and they say where they are and how they feel, this creates an enormous picture of where we are and where we're going. So researchers at the University of Rochester and Johns Hopkins have used that to create a formula to predict how colds will pass from person to person.
So we know who to stay away from,
exactly.
so to speak, right? So we're going to live healthier, we're going to live longer as well, right?
We are going to live a lot longer. One of our writers named Aubrey de Grey has said that because of breakthroughs in congenital diagnostics and gene therapy, we're on the verge of what he calls the longevity escape velocity. That's where we're adding a year of lifespan for every year lived.
So how long will human beings live?
Well, he says that the first person to live to be 1,000 years old has already been born.
We'd like to find that person right now. It's not us.
Me.
For sure. Hey, Patrick, we brought this along as well. Tell us what it is.
Well, this is a magic cube, and what it is an infrared laser right here.
Yep.
It projects a keyboard onto a flat surface, and this infrared laser detects your movements and turns that into text that you'll see on the screen.
Virtual keyboard.
Yeah.
Everything's virtual.
Yeah.
Not us.
Not us.
Not now. We can get it today. We don't have to worry about the future. This is great. All right, Patrick, thanks for joining us so much, and we want to have you come back and talk more about the future. Okay. And we'd like to thank Hamaker Schlemmer for lending us the Magic Cube virtual keyboard.
Positively Ernie will be right back.
It's been said that nothing is permanent except change. And as a newscaster, when it comes to witnessing change, I've had a front row seat. Some change has been momentous, from advances in medicine and technology to real progress in human rights. But there's a small change that I've seen over the years that I want to talk about. It's the gradual decrease in civility. The dictionary defines civility as courteous behavior and politeness. Yet somewhere along the line, with blogs, reality TV, and political divides, our daily discourse has become more and more coarse. For example, research shows that people tend to say things in tweets and text that they wouldn't say to someone's face. So while the big things in life will no doubt take time to change, this is a change we can all make right now. It doesn't take a lot of effort to treat others with civility. After all, it's the same way that we would like to be treated. Think of it this way. Civility is a bit like investing. The more you give, the more you'll no doubt receive. That's it for this program. For all of us here, we wish you a very happy holiday and a very healthy new year. And stay positive. Let me see if I can do it, okay? Hold on.
Positively Ernie is brought to you this week by Goya. If it's Goya, it has to be good.